Now the Ice Lab site, it works on a virtual promote thing, and we've got a top idea sitting at the moment. Do you guys, does that kind of fit in with what you guys believe is a really good idea, or what the public is voting up there, or are there other sort of lower ideas on the scale that you're going, okay, that's actually a better idea than what's sitting at the top at the moment?
Yeah, I think Jeff can answer that one.
I think given the popularity of the site when it first went out, is likely that the initial ideas were the ones that were more popular, but a lot of the newer ideas that we've seen have actually been more accurate and closer to what we think is right. And we picked one or two of the public ideas, and they haven't been the most popular, but it's the one that we feel we can most easily execute on. Not most easily, we feel that it would have the most benefit. So, you know, there's stuff that we want to try and do with the universities, and that tie-in is going to require that it may not necessarily be an idea that people want. Also, some of the ideas in terms of, I think the most popular one was split routing.
Yeah. A lot of them were ideas around the evolution of a product and how to make a product better, which is kind of, I mean, that's great. It's great to know and hear that, but it's not really what we were trying to get from IS Labs. You know, we were trying to get some new, fresh ideas from IS Labs. I haven't seen too many of those. It's one or two.
Well, they come in privately, though.
Yeah,
you know, if someone has a good idea, they're likely to hang on to it. So they're going to go, this is my idea. So we say, okay, we'll come in privately and we'll chat.
This is a hippie.
Yeah, but there are less of those these days.
So what does someone get out of submitting an idea?
If it's a public idea,
your name on a website?
Yeah, some credibility, and if you have the ability to execute it, we will go to you and say, do you want to do this? And if yes, then we'll do that. But if it's a private idea, what we want to do is we want to enable you to start your business. So we want to enable you to create an internet business and get going. Now, what we can give you is resources, which is hosting, bandwidth, internet access, help with business cases, maybe some desk space, whatever it is you need to kind of get past the first hurdle of getting going. And what we may want to do is, if it's a great idea, we want to try and take a small stake in that business. If it's something that we can see as IS, as something we will definitely sell as IS, then we're going to negotiate with you and say, right, we want this portion of your business in order to give you some resources, and we may give you money as well. If, however, the country will benefit from it, but we aren't necessarily going to want to take a stake in it, then what we're likely to do is say, okay, here are the resources, and we can introduce you to a VC company, or we can help you set up and get going, but we won't necessarily want to take a stake. But we'll make that decision when we meet with you. So we'll say, yes we do, no we don't. And either way, we want to help you kind of get the ball rolling. If you're going to go and see a venture capital company in South Africa, they want to see that you've earned some money already, you've got some infrastructure, that you have some value. We're looking at people who have an idea but no value. You know, and we kind of help you get going and then say, this is a great idea, IS will sell this, we want to chuck it. Or this is a great idea, the South African internet will benefit, but we're not going to sell it.
You know, I think also just around the idea thing. The ideas are obviously the one thing, and ideas are kind of dime a dozen. How much is it done these days in rands?
It's about 8 rand dimes.
Right, 8 rand dimes, does it? But the people behind them just don't have that, you know, go and get it, kind of make it work kind of thing. So I think before, you know, the idea is kind of what starts the spark, and you know, people start interacting. But if the people are wrong, if the people aren't right, we'll know that. And we've got a panel of people that will help us decide that. We just, you know, we wouldn't really continue. We're kind of investing in people as well, whether it's time or money or service space or whatever it is. It's really fun. So yeah.
Overall, would you say the Ice Labs project is a successful project so far, or is there room for improvement, do you think?
It is successful from a perspective of how much reach we've had. So we've spoken to a lot of people. The success criteria is still, we will define the success by being able to produce companies out of it. So we don't have a yes or no, we don't have a pass-fail with IS Labs because we're still very, very small. So the reception has been good, people like the idea, and the one thing that we could do is just allocate more time. because it's something that's a personal project for us to do, we're finding the time within our normal jobs to be able to execute on this. So we're not getting to things as quickly as we would like to, but the reception we've had is that people are very supportive of the idea. They like the fact that IS is doing this, and we will be able to demonstrate successes. I think early next year we'll show our first couple of successes, and at that point we can say whether it's working properly or not. At the moment I'd say it's successful given how well it's been received, but we need to show results in terms of what we produce out of it.
I also think a lot of the successes that we'll have, not really intangible. A lot of the things we do is we'll have a person with a good idea. It's not really something we want to get involved in, but we'll put them in touch with our people. So hey, we met this guy the other day. Once then pair them up and say, right, now you guys have a discussion. All the best. We don't know what will come of it. We have no idea. I mean, that's not something we can measure.
The other thing that, I mean, where would you find a place that you could go to where you've got an idea for an internet business and you want to speak to someone who's not going to steal your idea, but just talk it through? And so in a couple of cases we've spoken to people and just said, well, have you thought about this, have you thought about that? We've been there, you know, we've gone through that process, and we want to see the South African internet entrepreneur succeed. So even if it boils down to a cup of coffee and a chat about your business plan, and you say, well, actually I don't necessarily need your resources, but I just need some help getting going, and we can help in that perspective. And in a couple of cases it's just been there. We've just had a chat with people and said, you know, these are the things that you need to think about, these are the pitfalls, have you sized your market correctly, have you thought about those things? And people will go away with a better understanding of what it is they need to do in order to start a business.
Cool. Thanks a lot for your time, guys. It was really awesome. Wish you best of luck in the future, and yeah, thanks.